Alright team, let's settle in. My name is Alex. I've worked in rooms and front office for years. Today I'm not just a manager, I'm a storyteller. The story I want to share is a simple one. It's a recap of the rules that keep our hotels safe. It's about the policies that keep our operations fair. These aren't just boring regulations. They protect our guests, our business, and our jobs. Think of this as your 5-minute crash course. It's what matters when the unexpected happens on your shift. Minimize the use of harsh chemicals. These actions protect the planet and the bottom line. Every dollar saved on utilities can be reinvested into our team and guest experience. It's a win-win. Finally, we cemented our understanding of standard operating procedures, or SOPs. SOPs are the backbone of consistent service. They are clear step-by-step guides. They eliminate guesswork. They ensure every guest receives the same high standard of care. SOPs help new staff get up to speed quickly, building their confidence and competence from day one. This week we build on that foundation. We are moving from our internal rules to the external ones, the policies and laws that govern our industry. So, where do all these rules come from? It's not just the hotel manager making things up. The system is bigger than that. At the very top, we have federal bodies. Let's talk about Destination Canada. Think of them as the country's biggest marketing team. Their job is to tell the entire world how amazing Canada is. They create campaigns promotions to attract more international visitors to our shores. Their work helps fill our hotels. They also provide research and insights that help us understand market trends and grow our business effectively. Zooming in from the national level, our province has its own key players. The Ontario government plays a huge role. The Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Sport is a major supporter. They help fund local festivals, support our museums, invest in attractions that draw people to our region. Then there's Destination Ontario, the provincial marketing agency. They work tirelessly to promote Ontario as a premier travel destination. On a more local level, regional tourism organizations and city-specific groups create targeted plans to boost tourism right in our own backyards, ensuring a steady flow of guests. This brings us to one of the most important pieces of legislation for our daily work. It's called the Innkeepers Act. This is a specific law here in Ontario. It clearly defines the relationship between a hotel and its guests. It outlines what an inn is, who qualifies as a guest, and what an innkeeper is legally required to do. Understanding this act is not optional. It is fundamental to operating legally and protecting the hotel from liability. It's the original rulebook for our profession, and its principles are still relevant every single day. Under the Innkeepers Act, our obligations are clear. If we have a vacant room, we must provide it to a person who can pay and is behaving appropriately. We can't just turn someone away without a valid reason. The Act also requires us to keep a register of all guests, including their names and addresses. Failing to keep accurate records can result in fines for the hotel. The Innkeepers Act doesn't just give us responsibilities, it also gives us rights. This balance is crucial for maintaining a safe and orderly environment. For instance, an innkeeper has the right to refuse service. This isn't about personal preference, it must be for a legitimate reason. The most common reason is simply that the hotel is full. No vacancy means no obligation. We can also refuse a room if it is out of order for maintenance or repairs. Most importantly, we have the right to ask a guest to leave if they are causing a disturbance or behaving badly. The law is also very specific about when and why a staff member may enter a guest's room. A guest's room is their private space during their stay. We must respect that. However, hotel staff are permitted to enter for valid operational reasons. Daily housekeeping, conducting necessary repairs, responding to a safety concern. In case of a clear emergency, like a fire or a medical issue, staff not only can enter, but have a duty to do so. Every entry must be done professionally and with respect for the guest's privacy. This is not the time for private jokes, loud conversations, or casual snooping. A guest's trust can be shattered in an instant by unprofessional behavior. A single negative review about staff conduct can do more damage to a hotel's reputation than a leaky faucet ever could. We are guests in their temporary home. The Act also protects the hotel against loss. It sets limits on the hotel's liability for a guest's lost or stolen property provided the hotel has posted the required legal notices. This is why you see those small signs on the back of guest room doors. That notice is a legal requirement. It informs guests of the hotel's limited liability and advises them to use the in-room safe for valuables. By following this simple rule, the hotel protects itself from potentially massive claims, ensuring its financial stability. Beyond the Innkeepers Act, a whole web of other laws governs our operations. Let's start with the Accessibility for Ontarians with Disabilities Act, or AODA. This law is about dignity and inclusion. It mandates that hotels must be accessible to people with disabilities. This isn't just about installing ramps or having accessible washrooms. It's also about training. All staff must be trained on how to interact with and assist guests with various disabilities, ensuring everyone receives a warm and respectful welcome. It's about service, not just structure. Next up is the Ontario Fire Code. This is a big one, and it's all about safety. Every hotel must have a comprehensive fire safety plan that has been approved by the local fire department. All staff must be trained on this plan. We need to know the location of all exits, fire extinguishers, alarm pull stations, regular checks of safety equipment. In a real emergency, this knowledge and preparation can and does save lives. Then there is the Occupational Health and Safety Act, or OHSA. This law is designed to protect us, the workers. It places a duty on our employer to provide a safe working environment. This includes things like proper training for tasks, providing personal protective equipment, ensuring machinery is in good working order. Part of OHSA is WHMIS training, which teaches us how to safely handle workplace chemicals, from cleaning supplies to pool chemicals. Knowing these rules helps prevent accidents and injuries on the job. Let's not forget the rules that manage our employment, our data, and our bar. The Employment Standards Act sets the minimum standards for things like wages, overtime, pay, vacation time, public holidays. Privacy laws, like PIPEDA, govern how we collect, use, and protect our guests' personal information. We must keep their data secure and never share it without consent. Finally, the Liquor License Act controls every aspect of serving alcohol. Staff must be Smart Serve certified, and we must strictly enforce rules about legal drinking age and responsible service. So we have all these laws. How do we make them work in the real world? Let's run through some quick scenarios. Scenario 1, overbooking. It happens. A good hotel doesn't panic, it has a plan. Your SOP should clearly state the steps to walk a guest. You have already arranged a room at a comparable nearby hotel. You handle the booking. You cover the cost of the first night. You arrange transportation. You apologize sincerely. A negative situation can become a positive one with the right procedure. Scenario 2, lost and found. A guest calls, frantic about a lost wedding ring. Your hotel needs a rock-solid lost and found policy. Every item found should be logged in a dedicated book or system. Include the date. Include the time. Include the location found. Include who found it. If possible, take a photo. Store the items securely. The SOP should detail how long you hold items. The SOP should detail the process for a guest to claim their property. A clear, trustworthy system prevents disputes and shows guests you care about their belongings. Scenario 3, early checkout or a pet dispute. A guest wants to leave a day early and get a refund. Another guest arrives with a large dog, but your hotel has a small pets-only rule. The answer must be in your policies. Those policies must be communicated clearly at booking or check-in. For early checkouts, the cancellation policy is your guide. For pets, the rules must be firm. Know the law regarding service animals. They are not pets and must be accommodated. Ultimately, these rules only work if they are brought to life. This starts with creating clear, simple SOPs for every common situation. Then, you must train your staff, not just once but regularly. Conduct drills, run through scenarios, have open discussions. Finally, culture matters more than anything. A respectful, supportive team culture is your greatest asset. Leaders must set the tone, say thank you, listen to your team's ideas, ask for feedback. Remember, these rules aren't burdens, they are tools that build trust. Small, consistent steps in the right direction lead to a strong, resilient, and respected hotel. For more insights, please like, comment, and subscribe the channel.